It's a real honor to have you here. I mean, see, I'm a fan.
They all are, son. Oh, excuse me, Big Dick. I didn't mean to do that on your television show. Microphone pick it up.
Oh, that's all right.
It's this liquid diet I'm on, you know. Don't eat no solid foods. Oh, no. Liquid diet give me a gas and indigestion, something awful. But at least it don't promote a solid movement. Remember what happened to Elvis? Think about it.
Yeah, I remember. Now, you recently did some time in prison, is that correct?
I done 30 years in there.
30 years? My God. What's that like?
Well, it's hard, Big Dick. Let's put it this way. How in the hell would you feel if everybody in prison called you kitty cat?
Well, I don't think I'd like that too much.
Hardest part of being in a joint ain't the hard labor nor the solitary confinement. Hardest part is trying to get a bath, take a shower every day.
How so?
You get to fight for your place in line to the shower room. Yeah.
Oh, really?
I had to fight many times, 4 or 5 mans off at one time. Of course, it wasn't easy to do with my blindfold over my eyes and duct tape over my mouth.
Gee, your name, Unknown Henson.
Hands tied behind my back.
Now, where'd you get that UNKNOWN?
I was named after my daddy.
Really?
Oh, yeah. It's right there on my birth certificate. Mama, Miss Henson. Daddy, unknown. I swear. How'd you get your name, Big Dick?
Now, Unknown, you claim to have sold more records than Elvis and the Beatles combined. Is that a fact?
Elvis and them Beatles never worked in no record store. Yeah. I done it for a whole year when I was a young'un. And then we sold real records back then, not CDs. A CD ain't a record. CD's a flash in the pan that won't last.
Now, what makes you say that, Unknown?
It don't look like a record. It looks like a little old skill saw blade. Records is big and round, 12 inches wide. Got a big old record jacket there with a picture of the artist on it. Records is the way mankind's supposed to listen to music. Read your Bible.
Now, it's been written that you got your start in show business in a carnival. Is that correct, Unknown?
I done it. I left home for the last time when I was 14, you know. And I run off with a little old 6-truck carny that hooked up with county fairs and run around the deep south.
Now, were you a worker, a performer? What did you do in the carnival?
It's my job. I done 12 shows a night there on the Midway in the tent, you know. My duties, well, I bit the heads off of certain domestic fowls, handled snakes, and made faces and screamed at the audience from down inside a snake pit. And then for my finale, I left a 25-pound weight with my bare tongue. I've done it.
Amazing.
12 shows a night. Woman's like that.
Do they?
Oh, yeah.
And they'd want you each night after the show?
They all did, son. They still do. I'm every woman's dream and every jealous husband's nightmare, baby. Woo! Anyway, I started writing chart-topping songs there in my years with the Carney. And the owner of the carnival, he let me perform one of my chart-topping songs in my act on the Midway, and the crowd loved it. Yeah. I started packing them in. The gate receipts was way up. And a record man from a record company come out one night, seen me singing my chart toppers, and heard me singing from down in my snake pit. Offered me a record contract. Rest is history. Pew! Like a jet rocket. My career shot off, Big Dick. I swear I did.
Phenomenal. But Unknown, how does a 30-year prison term figure into your story?
I started country and western music, Big Dick. Right there in that sideshow tent on the Midway. Yeah, I done it myself. And certain up-and-coming so-called pioneers of the country and western music business seen my act as jealous. Yeah, they heard my music. They knowed I was on to something big, Big Dick. Yeah. They was toting a runt style. They won't toting sack symbol like the king, baby. Bunch of cowboy hat wearing fellers with names like Roy, Hank, Ernest. They was jealous of my music, my success, and my movie star good looks. They had me set up, framed. I told the judge, them charges, murder, grave robbing, vampirism, them all lies. They all lies. I told the judge I ain't done nothing. He gave me 20 years anyway.
But I thought you did 30 years.
Well, I did. I just made a slight error on the way out of the courtroom that day.
What did you do?
Well, I screamed at the top of my lungs to the judge. I said, you know, if I ever get out of here, I might just find you and whip your butt. And he'd give me another 10 years for communicating a threat.
Wow. 30 years. Now, you know that's a long, long time.
Real long, Big Dick.